The Kennedy half dollar turns 60 years old next year. Technically, it's this year, but we celebrate it next year. And the last 20 plus years, there's been no coins in circulation. Yeah, 2001 was the last year. Collectors and for the last 22 plus, 1.5 million each, P's and D's, 3 million global. A lot of Kennedy collectors. We bumped into this deal and look at the details. So there were 2 years during this 60-year span, 2 of the normal flow, where the U.S. Mint did not put a Kennedy half dollar into circulation. The first one we all know about, it's 1970. It's the last silver Kennedy. It's the 70D, right? One of the fun coins. But the other year was 1987. And in 1987, we did not put the P&D Kennedys in the circulation. They were only released in those uncirculated sets as well. Unique thing is the numbers. And then the grade at 66 period on both of these, the P and the D. This is for a pair, by the way. You're getting the P and the D for only $59.95. That means you're under $30 for outright one of the rarest uncirculated Kennedys, period. NGC publishes all, right? And as a result, we are able to go and look and see what they've done. They started certifying coins about the time this coin was released. So the last 35 plus years, they've been in sync. Send me the coin, I'll give you my opinion, right? They made 2.8 million Kennedy half dollars. 2.8 million Kennedy half dollars, i.e. those were the mint sets. If you go to the site and you look at 66 and higher, that's the key. Because in 66, they become almost impossible. There is only 1,313 of the Denvers known. And it gets even better by 500-fold for Philadelphia. 756. So that means today, there are only 756 people in the world that collect Kennedy half dollars, of which 1.5 to 1.6 million are made every year still today, that can own the rarest uncirculated Kennedys, period. Now, the 70D has the concept of being, and I love that coin. If you look at the population reports at NGC, you're going to see 7,496 coins passing through the gauntlet on the 70D. Beautiful piece, still really rare. But the 87 P&D pair, not just in capsules, which, by the way, my competition sells these in capsules for $26 for the pair. We're talking about one of the finest known sets on the planet for one of the more special years in the system. And we're at $59.90 for the pair. When we saw this deal come across, it had some 65 sets and some 66 sets. The comment was, got to have them. Because the population, we've tried this in the past. Finding beautiful mint sets, you send in beautiful mint sets, they certify them, and you get the 3s and 4s, which is what traditionally you see out of a mint set, right? When you get a 5 or a 6, it's hurrah, which we all do, right? And then I bumped into this deal. Friend of ours in the industry, one of the better eyes. Just, I wish, there's 2 things I would like for Christmas. One, a golf swing, and the second one is better eyes for just looking at coins and the technical scale, right? Those are just gifts that some people have and some people don't. That's why we rely on the people at NGC to help us with this stuff, right? But he submitted over the last decade over 500 sets to get the few we have on the air tonight. Most of them were 65s. A couple of them made this grade. A few of them made the 6. And that's the best part of it all. They made the 6. So with the Kennedy being that coin, and this being the coin inside of the series, it's just a fun opportunity. Now, the phones are very busy right now. First question, Hunter, no, there is no limit. If you want to buy more than one set, you're able to. It's just a quantity issue. How many we have available tonight? We start the shows with a bang because it's supposed to be a bang. And this one, again, the Kennedy half dollar, issued for circulation, replacing the Franklin, right? In 2001, we pull it from circulation. It was too big, too clunky. A lot of people agreed, right? Paper was way easier. Lately, credit cards are easier, right? So what happens? 2002, no Kennedys. Bingo, it stops suddenly. Big news, big news. And all of a sudden they bring it back with rolls and bags for collectors, and they've made about 1.5 million to 1.7 million each year. They've been doing it every single year. This is 2023. So over 20 years they've been making coins for collectors and putting them in the uncirculated sets, right? With the proof sets as well. But since they created this program back in 1964, there's only been 2 years where the Kennedy was not released other than one way and one way only. 1970, which is the last year they made silver Kennedys, right? Those 40% silver is beautiful coin. That was in the uncirculated set. And then in 1987, out of nowhere, they did it again. That's this one. The numbers on this one are 2.8 million uncirculated sets made. 2.8. And today, if you go to the NGC's population report, 35 years, you bump into 1,313. Lucky 13 doubled. That's the Denver side. But then the Philadelphia is only 756. You can't make that up. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock, lots of multiples. Thank you all. Told you we started with a bang. When we saw this, we had to have this. I understand why the phones are jammed, and you need it as well. They're affordable. Yeah, when you look at how many were made, I mean, some of our competition says conditional rarities. Yeah, all of a sudden at one point they become impossible. And the numbers I'm giving you are 66 and higher, the few 67s that exist, right? It's not just the 66s. No, by the way, there's tons of 67s. That's not the way we talk. This is 66 and higher. That is only 756 Philadelphias known in the world. It's just a sweet spot. So again, comparisons, I wish on this one. I wish. I recall seeing the Denver, which is 1,313 as of today, out there for about $39, $49 by itself recently, the last couple of months. But I can't tell you I've seen a Philadelphia outside of our grouping here tonight. Everybody, I love it. I hope you do as well. The phones are very busy. Remember, avccoins.com is there. But this is just the beginning, everybody. It's why we call this segment the Daily Deal.